Maintaining your health and fitness can be difficult in the best of times, but it's even more so when your office is your whole house and your bedroom is just down the hall. It's easy to slump into a pattern of inactivity, whether you're working remotely, working from home, hybrid working, or whatever we end up calling this new way of working. But there are some simple things that you can do to stay fit and healthy. I've been writing about fitness and training for a long time, and I'm here today to give you some tips on how to stay fit. If you're reworking remotely or working from home, and my first tip is to have a set place where you work. If you have a home office, great, use it. But if you don't, find a space that works for you. Find a spot by a window with natural light. Find a spot that's as inspiring and motivating and separate it in your mind as much as you can from the rest of your home. This is your office. This is where you work. And if you're working from your couch or from your bed, you're prone to take mental breaks more frequently. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Taking mental breaks is important. I think they're underrated. But make sure you get back to your workspace after those mental breaks. And do UNT, let them turn into slumps. The next thing that I recommend for people who are working from home or working remotely is to use your lunch break to go for a walk. This is one of the biggest benefits of being able to work remotely, that you don't necessarily have to be chained to an office desk all day. So use that freedom to your advantage. Go for a walk during your lunch break, or if you have the ability to take 2 or 3 15-minute walks during your workday, that's great too. Walking has been shown to improve both your mood and cognitive performance, and there's a lot of research on that. We've been conditioned to believe that sitting at our desks and working really hard is what separates successful people from non-successful people. But I can tell you that that's not the case. There are plenty of successful people out there who took breaks during their days. And there are plenty of non-successful people who did UNT take breaks during their days. The bottom line is this: you need to do what works for you. If you work best in 90-minute blocks of intense focus followed by 15 minutes of break, then do that. But if you work best in 2-hour blocks of intense focus followed by an hour-long walk, then do that. Just make sure that at the end of the day, you're re-getting the same amount of work done. And while we're talking about going outside, I want to talk a little bit about exposure to sunlight. Sunlight does wonders for your overall health. It improves sleep quality, it boosts your mood, and it helps your body regulate its internal clock, which will help you be more alert during the day and more tired when it's time for bed. Another thing that's very important for your health and fitness is making sure that you eat well. That's easier said than done, especially when you're working from home, because your kitchen is right there. So every time you feel hungry, you can grab a snack. And it's also harder to eat well when you're working from home, because you don't have access to the amenities that you might have at your office, like a well-stocked kitchen or a gym membership or even a yoga studio. But there are plenty of ways to eat well when you're working from home or remotely. First of all, make sure you have healthy snacks available at all times. That way, you won't be tempted to raid the first cupboard that you come across. Also, try to avoid eating too many processed foods. Processed foods are high in calories, low in nutrients, and can contribute to weight gain and chronic diseases. Stick to whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. That'll help you maintain a healthy weight and reduce your risk of developing chronic diseases. In addition to that, make sure you drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. So keep a water bottle at your desk and take it with you wherever you go in your home office. Finally, try to avoid eating in front of your computer. It's easy to do, but you're more likely to overeat and feel sluggish if you do. Take a few minutes to step away from your work and enjoy your food before getting back to it. Exercise is obviously a critical component to staying healthy and fit, but according to a survey of remote workers, only 32% of respondents said that they exercised as much as they should, and that number drops to 27% when looking at hybrid workers. So what can you do to make exercise a bigger part of your routine? Well, first of all, make sure you're scheduling it in. When you're working from home or remotely, it's easy to let other tasks creep into your schedule and take priority over exercise. But that's not okay. Exercise needs to be a priority, period. Make sure you're setting aside time for it every day and protecting that time fiercely. Also, try to find activities that you enjoy doing. If you hate going to the gym, then don't go to the gym. Find something else to do. Maybe you like biking or hiking or swimming. Maybe you like practicing yoga or Pilates. Whatever it is, Make sure you're refinding activities that you actually enjoy doing because you're more likely to stick with them that way. And finally, make sure you're getting enough rest. When you're working from home or remotely, it's easy to burn the candle at both ends. You might start your day early and work late into the night because you do have to commute, so you have more time to put in, but that's not sustainable. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Most adults need 7 or more hours of sleep per night, so make sure you're winding down in the evenings and getting to bed at a reasonable hour. When you're well rested, you're more likely to make healthy choices and take care of yourself overall. I hope these tips were helpful. If you have any others that you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.